happening in the middle of an ordinary day in a familiar place, is what makes these encounters so terrifying. Whether it's a quiet stare, a moving chair, or something no one can explain, these moments are both disturbing and the most unforgettable. So let's begin.
Are you sure? I don't think so.
In Ireland, two girls were enjoying a light-hearted night at home. One of them began recording to save the memory, but their joy quickly turned into fear. Just seconds into the video, they felt a strange presence watching them from the hallway. They ran outside, only to see a ghostly girl staring at them from the upper floor. All of this was enough to make them go out and ask for help.
What's that?
Camera caught figure. A lady recorded something deeply unsettling inside her home. Just a few weeks after her mother passed away, she noticed her baby girl talking to the cabinet that held the urn. Curious, she filmed the moment and shared it with her husband. He called her instantly, telling her to look closely. That's when she saw it. A dark figure moved quickly across the screen. Terrified, she waited outside, too scared to step back inside the house. Boy dragged in room. This young boy was casually resting on the floor when it felt like some unseen force dragged him. And no, it cannot be an accident, because the amount of force the mysterious energy used was immense and made the boy scared for his life. Thankfully, he was able to get up and go out of the room as soon as possible. Tall shadow. A woman was heading downstairs to visit a nearby shop when something frightening happened. As she reached the door, the hood of her jacket was suddenly pulled backward, knocking her down. Shocked, she took off the jacket and tried to see what had grabbed her. Then, a tall, dark shadow appeared from around the corner, so tall it had to duck to enter. She ran to the kitchen and shouted at it, but it charged. She escaped to the bathroom, locking the door as her dogs barked loudly. Terrifying shadow figure.
Mom!
It was a quiet evening when a boy stayed busy with his video games, unaware that something odd was about to happen. As he looked toward the door, he noticed a shadowy face peeking from the top corner, too high to be anyone he knew. Without thinking, he jumped up and slammed the door shut. His mom rushed in after hearing the noise. Though she remained unsure, the boy insisted it was real, hoping for proof. They turned to the home's security footage.
Mom! Mom!
Creepy child ghost.
Well, that was when things got really bad for me.
One night, a woman was home alone, chatting with a friend on Zoom. Everything seemed normal until a strange figure appeared near the door. The dim lighting made it hard to see its face, but it looked like a child. Her friend spotted it first and tried to warn her. Before she could react, the figure rushed in quickly and slammed the door behind it. After that, she stayed completely still, unsure of what had just happened.
First time we've been apart since high school, and I just...
Emily.
Confronting entity. In a house known for strange activity, a woman was spending time with her kids when things took a strange turn. Small objects began shifting without reason, and a door slowly creaked shut on its own.
Leave us alone!
She stood firm and spoke out, asking the presence to leave them in peace. But seconds later, a nearby chair slid across the floor. That moment pushed her over the edge. She grabbed her child and quickly walked away, knowing that whatever it was, it does not want them to be safe.
Leave us alone. What does? Okay.
Eerie encounter. A video has gone viral showing a little girl in the kitchen, seemingly playing with someone no one else can see. She is holding a container and an empty toolbox, moving around and talking as if someone is there. Suddenly, the toolbox is pulled away, not once, but twice. causing her to become upset and walk away. The parent who uploaded the video expressed concern and asked if this behavior is normal for children, or if her daughter might be experiencing something truly mysterious. Creepy doll hands. A man heard eerie laughter coming from his daughter's room. When he went to check, he saw his daughter sitting alone by a wooden cabinet. At first, he stayed back, but then something chilling caught his eye. Two pale hands slowly emerged from beneath the cabinet and started playing with her hair. He rushed forward, but the hands disappeared.
Amy?
Only a doll was left near the cabinet, and his daughter stayed still, unaware of what had just happened.
Amy?
Kid encounter. A family's home security footage showed a strange moment that left viewers puzzled. One of the kids was happily running through the hallway when out of nowhere, a nearby door slowly opened itself. No one was behind it. Just as the door moved, the child tripped and fell. The timing was too perfect to ignore and made the clip go viral. The online spectators argued if it was just a chance or something unseen messing around. Creepy footsteps. This eerie footage was recorded at 2 a.m. on the home's security camera. The child was seen smiling strangely, eyes fixed on the corner of the room, completely still. But the most disturbing part? The child looked directly into the camera, as if he knew it was there. No movement, no noise, just that quiet stare. Something about the moment felt off, like he wasn't really alone in the room. Man dragged. Near an IT park, a man was heading out of a hotel when something strange happened. A dark, shadowy figure suddenly showed up and grabbed his legs, trying to drag him backward. He panicked and struggled to break free. Somehow, he managed to pull himself away and run. The moment was caught on camera, and many still don't know what to make of it. Dashcam ghost. In the quiet town of Ishinomaki, a taxi driver picked up what seemed like a regular passenger near the station. Something about the ride felt unusually heavy, as if the air itself had changed. The woman, dressed simply, requested to go to an area long left behind after the 2011 tsunami. The moment felt off. When he glanced back during the ride, the seat was empty, no sign of her. That night left him with questions he couldn't forget. Office paranormal activity. In the early morning of November 1st, 2012, CCTV cameras inside Castlefield House in Manchester recorded something truly unsettling. Security guards checking the live feed watched as empty office rooms turned chaotic. Chairs slid across the floor, monitors flickered, and piles of paper flew into the air. Yet no one was inside. The footage quickly spread online, and to this day, people still wonder what exactly unfolded that night. Invisible force. Inside a small convenience store in Mexico, a young woman was seen checking a box when something unseen grabbed her leg and pulled her across the floor. The camera clearly shows her being dragged before she manages to break free and run out. Employees later pointed to a strange doll hanging near the shelf. Many believe it's behind the store's unexplained happenings. Some say it's haunted, others suspect something darker. Paranormal barber shop. The sudden movement in the chair covered with blue cloth was what caused chaos in the barber shop. One member of the staff seemed to have enough of these strange sightings and decided to walk away in the middle of the day. He later asked the other guys to watch the video, and the footage was extremely strange. While there was no logical explanation at first, it was only after they dug into the footage that they remembered the shop had been built over an old Native American burial site.
Hell no. Did you just call? No, hell.
Boy spirit.
It's okay. I can see you.
No. Turn towards me like you were earlier. Put your back towards me.
A team of ghost hunters visited a home where strange footsteps had been heard for weeks, running up and down the stairs with no one around. The house had a tragic past. tied to a young boy who once lived there. During the investigation, one team member softly called out to the spirit.
Come to me.
Moments later, the camera caught a small shadow darting across the room. It moved fast, and the room was empty. That brief moment left everyone speechless. Ghostly woman. A video on Facebook has gone viral, showing a man's terrifying encounter with something supernatural. On February 22nd, 2016, just after midnight, a man was riding his motorcycle alone when he suddenly saw a woman dressed in white standing in the road. She disappeared quickly, but then reappeared right in front of him. Scared for his life, he left his bike and ran. Though he survived, the experience left a lasting mark on his mind. Family of ghosts. A man posted chilling footage on Instagram showing what seemed like a family made of shadows captured on his brother's building CCTV. The video revealed dark, blurry figures leaving a house and fading into a nearby wall. Locals nearby whispered stories of people getting slapped by these shadows late at night. Those victims then fell ill for months without clear cause. Many believe this is no camera error, but something far more real and troubling. Sagging gone wrong.
Finished this house and I asked you to leave my home. Do not come anywhere near my home.
During a cleansing ritual at home, a man began walking with sage, hoping to remove negative energy. But what happened next was deeply unsettling. The cross on his wall slowly flipped upside down, and nearby items began shifting without explanation.
Do not come back into this home. I'm blessed this house.
It felt like something invisible didn't want to leave. The more he continued, the stronger the disturbance became. Shaken and afraid, he rushed out, leaving behind a room filled with questions and unseen tension.
In the name of Jesus Christ, leave my home right away.
Leg pulling. A TikTok user posted this unsettling home CCTV footage. In the video, a woman was seen resting on the couch when, without warning, her legs suddenly lifted high over her head, as if something invisible had grabbed it. She believed an evil presence began following her family during Halloween. The events grew so disturbing that they eventually moved out. The video gained attention online, though its truth remains uncertain. Haunted Auditorium. The footage shows an investigator alone in the auditorium as she tries to pack her gear. While she was in the middle, a soft sound broke the silence. Something like movement just behind her. At first, she thought someone had come back, but no one was there. Then came footsteps, fast ones, headed straight for her. This made the girl realize that she wasn't alone and needed to get away as fast as she could. Haunted doll eating cereal. This bizarre footage was posted on TikTok and quickly caught attention. In the video, strange kitchen noises led the girl to start recording late at night. As she moved the camera toward the cupboard, she caught something shocking. Her Christmas elf doll appeared to be eating cereal. The moment she called out his name, the doll froze and collapsed as if nothing happened. The clip ended with her stunned and completely silent.
Lolo.
CCTV captured Angel. Back in 2019, a CCTV clip surfaced showing a moment that felt straight out of a movie. Just as a man was about to step into danger, someone appeared behind him, gave a quick tap on the shoulder, and warned him. The timing was perfect, almost too perfect. As soon as the danger passed, the mysterious helper vanished, leaving no trace. People still wonder, was it just luck or something far more mysterious? Night shift. A man was working the night shift at a company in Singapore. The office was quiet and everything seemed normal until an alarm suddenly went off. He stood up and walked around to check, but couldn't find anything wrong. Just when things settled down, he heard a loud sound near the entrance. Feeling uneasy, he went over to see what it was. But as he turned to head back in, the door slammed shut behind him on its own. And the same moment, a chair slowly slid across the floor. These were too many hints, and he didn't wait to find out the culprit and left. Shop ghost. This Yemeni man kept Quranic prayers playing quietly in his shop during the early hours of October 10th, 2024. Around 2 a.m., an unusual visitor stepped inside, a woman whose voice began softly, but soon carried a strange, unsettling tone. She spoke gently, even asked for money, then left. But when the shopkeeper later checked the footage, a disturbing detail stood out. Her feet didn't look human at all. That quiet night turned into something unforgettable. Bedroom ghost. Late at night, as the house lay still, soft knocks echoed from the bedroom door, pulling the woman out of her sleep. Confused and frightened, she turned to wake her partner, but he wouldn't move, as if trapped in a sleep too deep to be natural. Security footage later showed a glowing orb gliding silently through the room. Then came the sharp creak of the door opening on its own. Her scream filled the room, just as something nearby fell.
Wake up! Wake up!
Child ghost in India. An Indian family had just settled into their new home when things started to feel off. Random objects tipped over, strange smells drifted in, and odd sounds filled the quiet halls. But one night changed everything. The father woke to cries and rushed out, only to realize that his son was inside. Reviewing the CCTV, they found something no one could explain: a figure roaming through the house. Ghost entering hospital. CCTV footage from Finochetio Sanatorium in Argentina captured something strange. The hospital's sliding doors opened on their own, but no person was visible. A security guard then acted as if someone had walked in. He greeted, checked a clipboard, and even brought a wheelchair. He later claimed a tall woman had entered and wrote her name in the log, but the cameras showed nothing, which is why the moment left people questioning what really happened that night. Mysterious beings. Late one night in the United States, a security camera picked up something unusual in the sky. A transparent-looking object hovered silently before releasing several glowing figures. These light-filled shapes floated smoothly, almost like they were gliding down toward the ground. No sound, no clear form, just pure light. Some say it's proof of extraterrestrial life. Others believe they came from another realm. Whatever they were, this sight left people stunned and full of questions. Child imaginary friend.
Assalamualaikum.
A little boy was happily playing on the floor when his family noticed something odd. He kept talking to someone who wasn't there. At first they thought he was just pretending, but then the father looked closer and saw only a pair of hands moving the toys with him. Shocked, he ran to grab his son, but there wasn't anyone around, and the ghostly hands had vanished. Kitchen ghost. A man living in an old house had long suspected it might be haunted. One day, before leaving for church, he set up a camera in the kitchen just to see if anything unusual would happen. What the camera captured was difficult to explain. Objects fell for no apparent reason. Cabinet doors opened and closed on their own. Shadowy figures flickered in and out of view. He wasn't home, but something else clearly was. When he watched the footage, a chill ran down his spine. The house hadn't just felt strange, it was. And now he had proof, but no answers. Mysterious backyard figure. On April 21st, 2025, a Reddit user shared a video that left viewers puzzled. They claimed the security alarms had gone off after detecting motion, even though no one was there. In the clip, faint shadows seemed to move across the room. Slow, unclear, but definitely not normal. Many who watched closely felt something wasn't right. Could the sensors have picked up something unseen, or did the camera capture something beyond our understanding? Front door figure. It was just after midnight when the woman sitting on her patio sensed that something was wrong with her baby. The baby suddenly woke up and began watching the door as if he is seeing someone there. Just then, her phone buzzed with a motion alert from the security camera, but she didn't open it right away. A few minutes later, she finally checked and froze. She thought it might be her husband playing a joke, but he didn't come home until 3 a.m. When she showed him the footage, they were both left speechless by what had been standing outside. Ghost in home. A couple living in a peaceful home had a short argument one evening. As the wife walked out, the husband noticed a strange, dust-like shadow quietly trailing behind her. He brushed it off, thinking it was nothing. The next day felt normal. They made up, shared smiles, and even cleaned the house together. But the night brought a different story. Their camera showed a strong, invisible force shifting chairs and pushing a heavy table without any explanation. Stairs shadow. This woman's home was once a doctor's office from before the Civil War, a place filled with stories from another time. Her family had heard about the strange history, but they didn't expect to see it with their own eyes. One night, this footage clearly showed shadowy figures drifting across the living room and slowly going upstairs. No one else was home, just silent, eerie shapes passing through as they'd never left. Mosque Jinn. A worshipper was recording at a mosque in Bengkulu. Everything appeared normal at first, but as he slowly moved the camera upward, the mood shifted. A dark figure could be seen peering down from the ceiling, watching silently. Viewers were left shocked. Some believe it might be a jinn taking shape, while others fear it could be something much darker, as dark spirits are known to inhabit such places. Walking Snow White. Strolling late at night is never a good idea, but these friends had to learn it the hard way. They were in the middle of a deserted park walk when they spotted a strange figure, all covered in white, a little far on the sidewalk. But the strangest part is, it wasn't a person. It was actually a statue placed in the park for tourist attraction. The statue itself had shifted. The movement wasn't subtle, it was caught on camera. Curious and uneasy, he approached the figure. Locals still believe that statue holds something far from fairy tale magic. Mysterious CCTV figure. Near a facility in Chile, a security camera captured a strange moment. A dark shape appeared, running quickly through the trees, but then disappeared into thin air. Before that, nearby dogs had started barking loudly, like they sensed something unseen. The footage owner stepped outside to look around, but found nothing. Later, when reviewing the recordings, what he saw left him completely speechless and unsure what to believe. Drink bar ghost. A woman was calmly preparing a drink behind the bar when something terrifying happened. Right as she reached for a bottle, it was snatched out of her hands by something completely invisible. She stood frozen, staring at the space in front of her, too shocked to react. No one else was nearby, and there was no explanation for how it moved so forcefully. Security cam mystery. On March 29, 2024, security footage from Chalatenango, El Salvador, revealed a strange figure walking calmly among animals in a field. It moved smoothly, almost too smoothly. Its legs and head were visible, but its arms never moved. Then, without warning, the figure completely vanished. The animals didn't react, but the footage left viewers stunned. Many are now wondering, was this a spirit, a glitch in reality, or something else no one's ready to explain yet? Moving doll. The footage taken from a home security camera showed a quiet room with mint green walls and scattered decorations. In one corner, a doll sat still on a chair, but after a few seconds, its head slowly turned toward the camera without anyone in the room. The eerie movement quickly sparked curiosity and disbelief across social media. Ghost vs. cat. Animals often sense what humans cannot, and this cat might just prove it. It noticed a dark, shadowy mass rising from an old doll that had been placed in the basement. Moments later, the strange smoke appeared to chase after the terrified cat. Footage captured the feline fleeing in panic, as if something invisible were pursuing it. Viewers were left deeply unsettled. Could the doll be linked to something paranormal? Or is there another explanation lurking in the shadows? Ghost outside home. It was a quiet night when a home security camera recorded something no one could explain. A dark, blurry shape passed outside the house, almost floating. But what made this clip even more unusual was the family dog. Moments before the figure showed up, the dog stood alert, growled softly, and backed away. It was as if it saw something invisible. The way it responded added a whole new layer of mystery to this odd moment. Security guard encounter. During a regular night shift, a security guard was seen chatting calmly in the hallway. But what made it disturbing was that he appeared to be speaking to thin air. From the control room, a woman watched the CCTV feed in confusion. No one was there. When asked,
Dispatch to 329?
329,
Yes, sir. Who are you talking to?
the guard replied he was talking to Abigail.
The lady, I saw her walking by the store and she said she's looking for Mr. Griffin. Her name is Miss Abigail.
Her face turned pale. Abigail had passed away 2 years earlier.
Did you say Miss Abigail?
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Abigail she died 2 years ago.
Realizing this, the guard fled, shaken to his core. Parking area figure. At an unusual hour, a California homeowner received a motion alert and looked at their security camera. The footage showed a smoky figure walking slowly past the parked cars, then disappearing into the dark. It wasn't an animal or a person they knew. The quiet night made the moment feel strange, leaving the homeowner wondering what the camera had caught in those early hours. Minnesota man encounter. He tried an Ouija board just out of curiosity, never expecting anything serious. But after that night, his sleep became a struggle. Strange dreams wouldn't let him rest. Then, his home camera captured something he couldn't explain. While sleeping, an unseen force grabbed his legs and pulled him across the bed. He woke up in fear. Ever since, he's been deeply shaken, plagued by fear, sleepless nights, and the lingering question, what did he invite in? Street mystery.
Ahí va saliendo. What the?
While on patrol late at night, 2 security guards spotted a dark figure standing motionless in the distance. One stayed back to record the scene, while the other cautiously approached. But as he neared, the figure shifted and vanished into the shadows without a sound. The footage captured only a faint outline before it disappeared. The moment was brief, but the fear it left behind was real. No one could explain what they saw out there. Demonic entity. Around 5 a.m., a man stepped outside to take out the trash. As he turned to go back in, something near the window caught his attention. He paused. There was a figure standing by the glass. It didn't move, but its shape looked strange. Its arm resting near the window, and its face oddly unclear, almost as if it wasn't fully there. Then, without a sound, the window slowly shut on its own. Startled, he rushed inside, but the room was empty. No one was there. What he saw didn't make sense, and it left him with more questions than answers. Vacant home ghost. A neighbor agreed to watch over an elderly woman's home while she was away. For days, everything appeared fine. But then, strange sounds started coming from the house. One afternoon, curiosity got the better of her and she checked. What she saw made her stop cold. A shadowy figure standing in the hallway of the empty house. Without hesitation, she backed away in fear.
There's nobody in the house.
Road ghost child. In Mentor, Ohio, police were called after reports of a young girl running alone through the streets late at night. Officers rushed to the area, and one even claimed to see a small child moving upright at a speed that didn't seem normal. But when he stepped out to search, the figure had vanished. Strangely, his dash cam showed nothing. Locals believe it may be a ghostly child, and doorbell cameras seem to back up that fear. Haunted doll. A mother who collected lifelike dolls never expected her hobby to turn frightening. One night, after gifting a doll to her daughter, everything seemed calm. But later, her daughter's screams broke the silence. Security footage showed the girl playing when strange music started. And something pulled her under the bed. The mother moved her daughter out and locked the room. But according to the daughter, it was one of her mother's doll that pulled her under the bed. She got lucky and screamed on time. Otherwise, who knows what could have happened to the girl that night. And now, let's move on to the subscriber's pick.
What are you scared of? The fish? Oh, the fish died. What? Angel's sleeping already.
A widely shared video reveals a strange moment between two girls seated quietly at a table. One of them suddenly turned her attention toward the dark kitchen, her expression shifting as unease crept in. Though the adult nearby spoke calmly, the child's fear only grew. Her sister, at first amused, glanced back, then instantly panicked. The table was pushed aside, and both girls ran toward the adult in tears.
Turn around. But you gotta listen to me. Turn around. Look at me. What's the matter?
The camera turned, but the kitchen showed nothing, or so it seemed. And with that, see you next time.